What's up, guys? It's Connor here, bringing you a little MW2 action on the map Quarry. I start out using the AK-47 with no attachments because I didn't actually have any attachments yet, and then I switch over to the TAR for like 5 seconds, keep dying using it. So I finish off the game with the ACR, my favorite gun in this game, and my teammates this game, to say the least, were just not the best. They were not the best teammate. Look at this. This fella thinks he's going to kill me over here. Nuh-uh. Not happening. This AK actually kills extremely fast. I'm just not a fan of the iron sights. But it is a really powerful gun. But anyway, as you can see, as you're going to see this game, I end up not able to get any good kill streaks for some reason, which is really frustrating. I get 2 Harriers, but that's about it. I end up going positive 28, which gives us the win by about 9 points. But for a while there, we were losing. And I do get the first like 7 kills this game. So it could have turned out a lot worse than it did, but my teammates managed to pull together just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit towards the end there, and we were able to squeak out a win, but none of my teammates did go positive. So 0 positive teammates makes for a very hard TDM game, but we were able to pull through, able to do it, and anyway, let's talk about this game. Since college, for me at least, is right around the corner. College I'll have to start applying here soon. I'm a senior in high school right now. Ethan is as well. College is coming up. I figured let's talk a little bit about college. I don't know how old most of the people that watch this are. I'm guessing probably not. And look at this, how fast I died. This is ridiculous. But I'm guessing most people are probably not in college yet, would be my guess. So, man, thanks for the knife. That's lovely. So I'm hoping to talk. I don't know what am I saying. Let's regather the thoughts here. Talk about college. I don't know how old you guys are. I'm guessing a decent amount of you are at least in middle school or high school. I'm not sure. Whatever. I don't even care. But let's talk about, like, what do you guys want to do? Maybe I need to start getting my head around which colleges I want to apply to, so I don't end up spending like $1,000 just applying to colleges, because I really can't make up my mind, to be honest. I'm trying to figure it out here, slowly but surely figuring it out. So what I'm interested in is like, this guy he destroyed me. What do you guys, either if you're in college, where do you go? What do you study? If you're in high school or middle school or however old you are, I don't care. Either what you did study if you're out of college, or what you're going to study if you are still in high school or middle school. I'm kind of interested to see what you guys are into, maybe what colleges you're looking to. I live in Northeast Indiana, up near Fort Wayne, and contrary to popular belief, there is not just a bunch of cornfields everywhere. We do have a decent amount of cornfields, but we're the second biggest city in Indiana, so it isn't just non-stop cornfields everywhere you go, which I was actually noticing this. Indiana is the stereotype holds pretty true, because when we were in, when I was flying in from Atlanta, when you're in Fort Wayne, like on your descent down into the Fort Wayne airport, literally all it is when you're looking out the window is fields everywhere, and that is not at all what Fort Wayne looks like. We are actually a decent city. It's not as bad as you would think. It's not the best city, definitely not the worst city. Look, I couldn't do crap with the TAR, so I finally got rid of that. So it's not the worst city, but for the longest time I was looking to go into computer engineering, like computer sciences, that type of thing, which obviously, if you guys know, Purdue is in Indiana, and it's a pretty good engineering school, so that's been at the top of my list for a while. But just recently I've been kind of thinking, I'm not entirely sure I want to do computer engineering. I'm not sure I want to stay in Indiana. I can't figure it out. I get pretty decent grades. I do pretty well in school, so it gives me a good amount of options for colleges I can get into. I got decent SAT scores, so I do have a good amount of options to choose from. And so I've been also looking to kind of, broaden out to other schools that aren't even near Fort Wayne, schools in California, New York I've been looking at, and it's just like, it's really coming down. I start applying here soon. I'm starting to think not entirely sure if I want to even go for computer sciences or computer engineering. Like I said, I might want to go change it over to business or finance, something along those lines, which I've also been pretty interested in, or economics even, anything kind of like that, which obviously would point, economics and finance would obviously point me towards the NYU is a school in New York, obviously, but more towards the New York side of things, Pennsylvania, areas kind of over there, where schools are more geared towards the finance, the stock market, that industry as a whole, whereas if I still wanted to do engineering, those are all over the place. You had Georgia Tech in Georgia, Purdue in Indiana. I don't know. There's Stanford. There's Berkeley. All pretty good engineering schools. Look, I die again. I couldn't get a chopper gunner this game, but so, and then really, if I want to go to business as well, that's kind of spread out all over as well. I can pretty much, if I were going to go for business, I could really go anywhere. I mean, if I were to do business, I'd probably minor in finance or minor in economics, something along those lines. So I'd probably still lean toward the Berkeley or Stanford, or over in New York, like NYU or Columbia's over there. Different schools like that could really benefit from that, because Fort Wayne, I keep saying like that. I sound retarded. But in Indiana, we have IU, but IU's business isn't really anything super special until you get their graduate school. I mean, the Kelley School of Business is pretty good. Typically that's more of the graduate program though. Their undergraduate is not bad, don't get me wrong. I'm not sure I want to go to IU though. That's never really been on my list. I've looked at, like, for engineering, I've looked at Illinois is pretty decent their engineering. Michigan's decent. Michigan also has a good business program, as most of you guys probably know if you've looked into it at all. And so it's really like there's such an influx of different colleges and different choices. I have so many things to try to decide and figure out that I have no idea what I'm doing. So this conversation really isn't going anywhere because I can't make a decision. Those are pretty much the thoughts going in my head. Like, do I want to go to a prestigious Ivy League school in Columbia, which I think I could get into. I'm not entirely sure if I'd get in or not. Like NYU, I would get into. I'm fairly confident I'd get into, but then again, it's super freaking expensive, and they don't cover as much cost as like a Columbia Ivy League school would do. Purdue, obviously going to be cheaper out of all of them if I want to do computer sciences or computer engineering. They're a good engineering program. Since it's in-state, tuition goes down even more, and my grades and different things like that would probably get me a decent scholarship to Purdue. So it's like such a crazy amount of things trying to figure out, like, is it worth it to have to pay however much it costs and get an Ivy League degree? What the heck do you do? I don't even know. So that's what I'm doing right now. I just can't figure it out. I want to know what you guys are thinking, what you guys are doing for college, what you did for college, what you think I should do for college. I don't know. What sounds good? If you guys have any advice, any opinions, then I'd love to hear them, because I don't know. I don't know anything. What is this guy just hopping around up there for? I have no idea. I have no idea. Get owned. So, yes, that's my rant. Not really a rant, but my confusion about great accuracy. Connor, you're the best. My confusion, once again, Connor, best accuracy ever. And random grenade killed me. That's my predicament I am stuck in right now, my little quagmire, if you will, of colleges, how much it will cost me, if it's worth paying that much, what I even want to study. I should probably figure that out. What I want to study would do really well in helping me decide where I should apply to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'm doing. And I've also thought, I don't know. I know Purdue, this is just another random thing. Purdue, I'd major in engineering, of course, if I went there, but they also have, look at me not get those kills. But here I go with the spaz to end this game off on a nice note. Purdue does have an economics program, even though it's nowhere near the New York area where you can get a good amount of scholarships and or not scholarships, but there's like good internships if you go in New York, obviously. So that's another thing to consider. There's all the internships that you can get in New York, but Purdue also will be cheaper. It'll be in-state. I can do engineering, get a minor in economics, and I don't even know what I want to do. Yeah, that's it. There's the game. I went positive 28. We barely won. Fun stuff. I'll see you when I see you.